Guys, welcome. Thanks for your interest in Investors Underground, which is now partnered with Profitly. Today, I want to cover an opportunity that you have to not only better your trading strategy, but profitability and consistency too. I've made nearly $2 million in the market, and I want to share with you exactly how I come to the market prepared each day, ready to execute trades. So you're probably wondering, who am I, and why should you trade with me? Well, my name is Nathan Michaud. I started trading in 2003, which was my college freshman year, and I've been full-time since graduating in 2007. Consistency for me took approximately 6 months, and I was able to pay for college. Luckily for you, I've made all the mistakes in the book, so you don't have to. Most of you probably know me from InvestorsLive.com. Each night, I post a scan with a watch list for the following day with my trade plan. And last but not least, Investors Underground. If you haven't heard of it, it's our live, real-time chat room that we started in 2008. Since partnering with Profitly, we're going to have a Profitly subscribers-only special. You'll have 2 ways to learn. Not only real-time in the chat room like everyone else, but I realize that not everybody can be there full-time. At least 3 times per week, I'm going to provide a trade recap, approximately 5 minutes each, which will be easily identified and stored so that users may review it at any time. So you're probably wondering, what's so great about the chat room? The best way to describe the chat is it becomes a required tool for trading. Most of you probably subscribe to live data, streams, or different scanners, and maybe even a news feed as required tools for trading. Once you're in the chat for a month or 2, you'll quickly realize that you can replace half of those tools with the chat room alone. The chat room isn't just a bunch of new traders trying to learn, but rather many well-seasoned traders in one community due to our speed, accuracy, and lack of noise that you'll find anywhere else on the net. We're live every day between 8 and 8:30 a.m., straight through the bell, and then right back at it later in the evenings while preparing scans for the next day. And one of the best things about it is if you ever have a question, we're easily accessible via private message any time of the day. So your next question probably is, what if I don't get it? How do I learn? If you want to start trading more profitably and more consistently, every other Sunday night, we get together live in a webinar to cover recent trades, trade setups, and how we'll prepare for the week ahead. Not to mention, we have over 3 years of archives, including PowerPoints, seminars, and most recent webinars. This is an attempt to allow you to learn to trade just like me, anticipating the trades on your own. All webinars are member-driven. You post the questions ahead of time, I answer, and then we open it up until all questions are answered. I've already paid my market tuition. I want to help you avoid the same mistakes that I made when I lost $20,000 to $50,000 a trade. I've paid my dues to the market so you don't have to. I'll teach you exactly what mistakes I've made so that you can avoid making the same. Think about it. How much would you pay to avoid a $20,000 loss in the market? As I've mentioned, losses are a big part of the game. As I've said, one of the biggest things about trading is being able to cut your losses. One thing you should always check before joining a service is whether or not they have a verified track record. Everyone can call things on paper, but can they actually trade them? I created this service to teach others to trade like me. I've imported 2 years of trades showing nearly $1.5 million of verified gains. I've shown it all, whether it's a hot month, a cold month, a massive win, or, most importantly, massive losses. It's part of the game, and ignoring bad trades does not make you a better trader. Unfortunately, most services like to hide their losses and pretend that they actually didn't happen. The fact is, bad trades do happen, and you need to focus on what went wrong so that you can avoid it the next time. We've had some massive wins in the chat room. We're on top of all the latest hottest movers, including this one, which we entered approximately 2 p.m., held it overnight, and sold by 10 a.m. the next morning. And here I verified $85,000 of profits. In the chat, you'll be surrounded by great traders like James. He's been a member since day one. Not only does he blog about his success, but more importantly, his failures. And he has a nice verified track record. One neat thing about Investors Underground is if you surround yourself with successful traders, you're going to become a better trader yourself. Not only is this user a great trader, who's verified nearly $2 million of profits, but he's helped numerous people in chat and has a great eye for the short setups that we all take. Another user in chat, Splendors, had just started out a short while ago. As you can see, there's a slight learning curve, and he's becoming more and more consistent. He's verified nearly $34,000 of gains with 75% win rate. Not only is he making profits on his own, he's become a great asset to the chat room, making the calls live himself. Those are just some of the great traders in the chat room. But what about you? I want you to be able to trade like me. It's time you learn my strategy, which allows you to become a consistently profitable trader. I will teach you the framework you need to know on how to anticipate long and short setups and base your risk accordingly. I will also share valuable tips and tricks on trading platforms, including how I use DAS Trader. And last but not least, you'll find out the best trading firms given your style of trading to trade at. This is just a summary of who I am and what I do. But the long story short is you must join if you want to have better odds on every trade. Not subscribing will likely cost you tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars of market tuition that I've already paid for you. I hate money going to waste. Join now and let me educate you so you can profit over $1 million like I do. Thanks once again for watching the video today. If you have any questions, would like to join, visit profit.ly/IU.